Hey YouTubers, I just want to apologize right off the bat. I do have my little one here with me, so she may be making a lot of noise in the background. Hopefully it won't be too distracting from what we're trying to discuss. I actually had a request from a viewer about doing some money spells, prosperity, stuff like that. And I know with a lot of magical users, it's something that we all probably toyed with. You know, done a magical spell here, you know, there, involving money, prosperity, good luck especially. There's a lot of hearth and home spells for stuff like that. So I compiled some information, some charms, herbs, crystals, oils, stuff like that, to kind of give you guys a list, so to speak, to work with when writing your own spells. And I do have a book that has a couple spells in it too, that hopefully I'll be able to get a good one and write up some stuff for you guys. It's the Witch's Journal. It's a pretty cool little book. I got on sale at Barnes & Noble. Just kind of has a little bit of everything in it. A lot of details on certain things. Probably have to flip back through the book and try to find a good spell. But I'll put that at the end of the video and write it all out so you guys can see it. But let's start off with one of the simplest forms of magic for me is candle magic. And you can pretty much do candle magic for anything. There is a color that corresponds to all the things, so to speak. So, I used to take a green candle, and I would anoint it with some kind of money-drawing oil, whether it was purchased or it's something that I made with my own herbs and scents and whatnot. And then I would put it in a dish, and I would light it and maybe say a few words over it, and then I would feed it with money, specifically coins, because paper money is obviously is flammable. But my little one dropped one of my crystals that I was going to show you. There it is. Sorry about that. But I would just keep doing that until I got the outcome that I wanted, whether I was specifically drawing an amount of money to me, or I was trying to get a job, or I just needed some good luck. I would do stuff like that. Another thing that I did is I have a huge Buddha, which is actually right next to me, and I will show it to you. Hold on one second. My huge Buddha, I said huge, I wasn't kidding. I would take this guy, and I had a specific altar in the living room at my old house. And I would set him in a much larger dish, obviously, than you would for a candle. And we would just feed him with money. Whenever we had coins or anything like that, we would just put it in the dish. And by the end of it, I think we had at least like $100 that we ended up using. Another thing that people do is they will also do the same thing with a Ganesha statue. Depending on who you follow, you can also put things in there. Like I had a little depiction of a leprechaun and his pot of gold for good luck. And other charms in there, green items, luck items, things like that. So, as far as money charms go, in the Hoodoo tradition, they're very big on money charms. There's all sorts of oils, and I will give you a list here in a little bit. I have actually purchased tiny little vials of a lot of them. But they will use lodestone for drawing, and lodestone will draw anything to you. So if you're looking to draw money towards you, it's fantastic. You just have to remember to feed it with magnetic sand, because it helps amp up the energy in it. Also things like buckeye, bay leaf, cinquefoil, tonka bean, sunflower, and pennyroyal were all herbs associated with money magic. I pulled a few details from luckymojo.com, which is an awesome website, and I will put that in the details section for the video. But they also listed things like alligator foot, alligator tooth, buckeye with quicksilver, candles burned for money drawing, chamomile hand wash, four-leaf clover, good luck tokens and medals, John the Conqueror root, High John specifically, lodestone again, magnetic sand to feed it, making money bag charms, which I'll talk about too, rabbit's foot, Saint Expedite, which is also really good for money, San Martin Caballero, which is Saint Martin of Tours, silver, dimes, and other coins, which is obvious, money symbols, like, you know, the good old S with a line through it, C with a line through it for cent symbol, things like that. Now, as far as making prosperity incense, we actually made incense at one point, and we just threw all these herbs in there. And you don't have to use all of them. You only have to use half of them because it's kind of a long list. I just happen to have all of them. You can make it so it's appealing to smell, or you can make it based on other attributes with the herbs, but I have things like calamus, sage, St. John's wort, blue cohosh, angelica, basil, sesame, bladderwrack, echinacea, mandrake, dragon's blood, patchouli, allspice, ginseng, chamomile, Job's tears, cayenne, bergamot, clove, gravel root, galangal root, eucalyptus, I said it was extensive, bay leaf, calendula, hibiscus, jasmine, lavender, plumeria, catnip, camphor, mustard seed, and then I have black cat and hydron powder, which are also from the hoodoo tradition. I will list all of these also on here, so you guys don't have to try to like go through it and listen to me say them all a bazillion times. Sorry, she's dropping jars of crystals. Thank you, sweetheart. As far as prosperity oils, these are also part of the hoodoo tradition. Pay Me Now oil, Fast Money oil, Lucky Number oil, High John oil, Good Luck oil, Lucky Hand, Financial Luck, and Money Draw. And all of these, you can look them up on Google. Lucky Mojo probably has most of these, and you can purchase them there, or if you can look around enough, you can probably find a recipe and make your own. I also going to give you a list of some good prosperity crystals. So one is green aventurine. Pretty little kind of speckly green crystal. I don't know how well you can see it. It's known as the good luck stone, and it's often used in rituals with green candles or kept in cash boxes and drawers to attract money. It's also a crystal for balancing the heart chakra. Healthy heart is needed for prosperity, making space for positive feelings of expecting the best to happen, more room for miracles, enhances creativity, decisiveness, and amplifies one's leadership qualities. Another good one is malachite, which is a beautiful stone. It's got the nice little striations in it. Malachite is a stone of abundance and prosperity. It is a protector, lending balance, healing, and positive transformation to the wearer, assisting one in changing situations and providing for the transfer of sacred information leading to spiritual evolution. Ruby is another one. I do not have a ruby, sadly. As long as one retains a bit of ruby, wealth will never depart. Ruby encourages one to follow their bliss and passion. It helps align your body, physical, emotional, and mental, with your inner source energy. Another crystal that I found on a website is Sphene. I have never heard of the crystal. I do not have one. But it apparently helps align the physical and emotional and mental bodies with the etheric body. I'm not quite sure exactly what it has to do with prosperity, but I guess it makes sense, being aligned, drawing good stuff to you. Let's see, amethyst, one of my favorites. It's a nice big chunk of amethyst. Amethyst assists in linking and aligning your higher self with spiritual consciousness. It's a sobriety stone. It develops spiritual discipline needed to manifest wealth. Excellent protective stone during business ventures. And an all-around awesome stone. It's almost like quartz to me. I use it for everything. My altar is covered in it. Clear quartz. Surprisingly, I don't have one on me because they're all over the place. But clear quartz is one of the best pieces to connect the physical, emotional, mental body with the higher self, inner source of energy. It creates a positive, strong interface between the two. Clear quartz is multi-purpose crystal, so it's pretty much good for everything. It's like the color white. If you don't have the candle that you need, a white candle will work, you know. You can even write green on it, as funny as that is. It still works the same way. You're giving it its purpose. But it's used mainly for its amplifying effects. So you can add it in with any of these other prosperity, good luck, money crystals, and it'll help amplify the effect of what you're already using. It does the same thing with the herbs and everything else around it. It's good for protection and healing also. Clear quartz balances and harmonizes the entire body. It's a healer of negativity, so it enhances other crystals' specific healing attributes as well. Red carnelian. That's actually not what this is, but for some reason I couldn't find mine, but it looks similar to this. This is actually fire agate. My bad. Cornelian is actually banded. It doesn't have this honeycomb effect, but it is the same color and the same translucence. But it promotes focus and courage to stand up to the challenges of grinding day-to-day life. Good for developing higher self-esteem and self-worth. Excellent stone for business-oriented individuals. Tiger's Eye, another one of my favorite stones. Love me some Tiger's Eye. This is gold Tiger's Eye. There's several different types. This is a stone that will light the fire under you. It is for motivation, manifestation of energy, and creation process. This is the stone for patience, timing and deciding when to execute certain steps in your creation process. Tiger's Eye color gold in this stone represents the ability to manifest, which is good when it comes to prosperity and in spell work in general. While the dark brown corresponds to the energies of the earth, thus the stone teaches you the ability to leap at the right moment, and that's the lesson of Tiger's Eye. Another one is Moonstone, another one of my favorites. It's hard to tell, sorry, it's really bright in here. Moonstone holds the energy of the moon, and the moon is associated with money and currency energy. The moon is known as a symbol to attract money, so it is flowing in abundance. You can also make a Lucky Mojo bag with a few of the herbs I mentioned. All of them. Lodestone, like I said, because it draws everything in, and other crystals in the same category, and wear it on yourself. And it's even better if you put it in a green bag. I made several green bags. That's also good for luck in court. Remember that. Galangal is probably the best root for that, as a side note. But all these little things can draw prosperity to you. Let me look at this book real quick and find you some of the other lists. Like I said, the book is called The Witch's Journal. It's by Celine Silverwind. It is a nifty little book. It's really good probably for beginners. I'm not a beginner. I've been practicing since I was 14. I am now 28. But I like to have these things around because sometimes I get a brain fart and I'm like, what was I looking for? What is this good for? I need something that's good for prosperity. I need something that's good for healing, and I can't remember anything because I've got 75,000 other things that I'm doing. So a book like this is really handy, and I got it for pretty cheap at Barnes & Noble. So let me see really quick. Sorry, I had it open to the right page, but the little one got a hold of the book, and she lost my page. Whoops. Okay, so here's another list of prosperity symbols. Chinese prosperity dragon, of which I have a couple. A Ganesha statue, I mentioned that. Gold coins, gold box. Frog figurine, that's also another Asian symbol. It generally has like the I Ching coin in its mouth. But any frog will do. I have a couple of those as well. Lakshmi statue, lion figurine, money tree, and a pig figurine. Gods that are associated with prosperity are Bel, Brahma, Cernunnos, Frey, Ganesha, Jupiter, Suselos, and Shai Shin. Here we go, prosperity goddesses. For those of you who may lean more towards the goddess side of things. Abundantia, Anu, Epona, Fortuna, Habondia, Lakshmi, Rosmerta, and Sarasvati. And there's a couple little spells in here, and I will write them up and I'll post them probably at the end of the video so that you can see them. I hope that this was helpful. It's my first video, and I guarantee you I was probably rambling on like crazy because we're now 13 minutes into the video, so it's kind of long. Feel free to skip through it. I may look at it and see if I can figure out how to do the annotations so you can skip through, but I'm not very tech savvy at all. But I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me some comments, suggestions, questions, anything like that in the comment section, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Namaste.